ready for this.
Hey friends, happy Friday. I want to talk a little bit today and just very quickly about the evolution of your role in your company. And this is something that's not really thought about by most people. It's something that happens naturally. As you start growing, you need to evolve your position, evolve the way you approach your position, evolve the roles in which you have to play in your company and all those sort of things. And a friend of mine, as I've spoken about sort of anecdotally in these videos before, who ran some very, very big companies and was ultra successful financially, we used to talk about what is the difference between a good and a great CEO. Why do some CEOs seem to always execute well and get results, while others struggle, that they're inconsistent or they don't? And he was telling me a little bit about, well, from all the CEOs that they'd employed over the years, that the ones that were great weren't particularly good CEOs. They were always people who were able to curate a great team. And it was very interesting because the more I've experienced in business, the more that this is held true, which was a CEO's job is to get a great team behind them that can perform. When the CEO is doing a great job, it means that their team is performing because they've been able to get the most out of the team, them being all aligned, them being talented enough to execute, them being able to see the blind spots that the CEO can't see. Because as we get bigger, there are more areas of the business in which the CEO is not going to be across. And this is one of the challenges in smaller businesses, is the same way that you've been running your business since it was just you or you and a partner to as it starts growing, the same skill set doesn't work anymore. You have to evolve. You have to build an army behind you. You have to build an army of people that can basically run that part of the business by themselves eventually. Because where you'll cap your growth is around where you can't let go or bring the talent in. And here's the challenge. A lot of people feel that all they need to do as a leader is let go more. And while there's some truth in that statement, it's not letting go without still personal responsibility to make sure that's the right person in the role. They know what success looks like. You've given them tools to be able to be successful, and that you still track that success is occurring. And you need to look around at your own business and say, where am I nurturing in my senior leaders? Where am I bringing people up, giving them more responsibility? Starting to define a role, starting to allow them to use their talents to bring more to the business and more to the execution of our strategic plan. And it's tough for us because when we've started the business, evolving and understanding that our role is changing is equally difficult at times because we have to do things we haven't done before. So we've got our business that's evolving and who we are personally evolving, and it's so many moving things at once that it sometimes feels like we're a little bit out of control. But it is part of the process, and it is integral to the process. So when you look around this weekend, you're thinking about your business and you're wondering what's next for it. Have a think about who you're pulling through your business to run particular areas. What do they need to perform better or to be supported more? And then work out, what does that mean for you? What is your role going to be to support your senior leaders so that they can perform the job and then take the pressure off you so you can get on with continually growing the business? I think it's something well worth thinking about over the weekend. Have a great one.